postman brought an urgent letter to Homer and the others, but the letter fell into the sea. It was a letter from Mo. He said he was leaving Springfield and would take one of the three men's wives with him. He also said goodbye in Chinese. The three men were a bit panicked. They didn't know which wife had been taken. Apu suggested they call to ask directly.
No signal, no battery.
Only Marge managed to get through to the phone, but the signal was very unstable.
You're losing me, or you're leaving me? We're breaking up.
Homer was extremely angry. He threw the phone into the sea.
Oh, can't talk. Must text. Marge, have you left me for? Needed that hole to hook the dock. Most of our cargo is explosives.
The trip Homer took was something Marge had encouraged him to go on. On the eve of Mother's Day, Krusty organized a one-day cruise. Everyone would go to an island for a fun day. Marge suggested Homer take the kids with him so she could take a proper rest on that day.
Cartoons! Everybody, be quiet! So, Marge, what were we talking about?
After arriving on the island, they all felt that the person taken was not their own wife. Homer said he had no problems with Marge recently. They hadn't even argued in a long time.
What?
But Apu thought a woman's silence meant she was on the verge of breaking down. Homer recalled Marge's mother's birthday party. Marge, in order to prevent Homer from causing trouble, didn't allow alcohol at the party, and even asked Flanders to keep an eye on Homer.
No! 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 No!
At the party, Selma and Patty asked Homer to help take pictures, but they had many demands.
My eyes were shut. My sweater's on backwards. You can't do anything right, except setting our car alarms with his big fat footsteps.
You take that back!
Homer started arguing with Selma and Patty. Marge was very disappointed. Homer always ruined things that were important to her. Then Apu remembered a rainy day when he took Manjula and the children to Moe's bar to use the restroom. They even had an argument at the restroom door. When they got home, Manjula discovered her sixth child was missing.
How could you forget your own child? How could you forget your own child? Oh, I can't believe I married you.
Then Mo called to say there was a child at his bar. Manjula drove back to the bar and came back an hour later. He didn't know what had happened during that hour. Homer provided an important clue. He had seen Manjula return to the bar when he was nearby. Mo invited Manjula to hang out at the bar, and then Marge showed up.
You said you'd be home by 7 to help with my mother's birthday.
So Homer didn't know what happened after that. Finally, it was the pastor's turn to remember. That day, he and Helen couldn't stand each other. Helen was angrily sitting in the church. Mo found her and said he had feelings for a married woman, and that this woman wasn't happy with her husband. While they were talking, Apu was outside the window. He saw Helen put her hand on Mo's leg.
It's me.
So as soon as they got off the boat, they immediately went home. Homer reached home and saw Marge packing her bags. Homer hurriedly ran inside, feeling nervous. But Marge was just sketching portraits. Her mother explained that it wasn't Homer's fault at the party.
There's something evil about them. Did you know they smoked when I was pregnant?
Homer was relieved that it wasn't Marge who had gone with Mo. When the pastor got home, he saw Helen's suitcase and 2 plane tickets. But Helen had planned to leave with the pastor. She wanted to travel, so Apu thought it was Manjula and Mo who ran away. When he despairingly returned home, he saw Manjula and Mo sitting together. Manjula said Mo wanted to take her away, but she had stayed behind.
You mean you're not leaving me for him? Don't be ridiculous. What am I, blind and noseless? Hey, I'm right here. Believe me, I know, Apu. Our marriage will never be easy. But nothing worth doing is ever easy.
It is true. Tastiest ice cream is the hardest to scoop.
But if you wrap something warm around it...
In fact, this was all part of Mo's plan, because he saw that these people's marriages had many issues. As the bartender of the city, he could see the problems in everyone's lives, especially those who were married. The pastor was too focused on his own hobbies to care about his wife Helen's requests. Apu didn't like lullabies. He didn't care about the kids sleeping in the car and just switched the music to DJ tunes. So he started a series of actions, simply to make these 3 men give their wives the respect they deserved. It was a warning from a single man.
No, I don't know whether to punch you or kiss you, so I'm gonna do both.
So, all you mugs out there, be sure you don't take for granted the woman you love.